everybody. Hope you're having a good Oscar Thursday because Seth MacFarlane and Emma Stone announced all the nominations for every category for this year's Academy Awards that will be occurring at the end of February. I would have done a live reaction, however, I had a very long night of slumber and I woke up at about 12 and I was like, crap, I missed it! So now I'm just going to do a late reaction, and I'm just going to read off all the nominations and then give my initial reaction. Overall, for the most part, I'm content with what occurred. There were a couple surprises and some things that I had to address, but for the most part, I think this year's nominations were a lot better than last year's. I'm going to go from the bottom up because I like to talk about the most important nominations last. Going for visual effects, we have The Hobbit and Unexpected Journey, which is warranted, Life of Pi, Marvel's The Avengers, yeah! Prometheus, and Snow White and the Huntsman. Why the hell Snow White in there? Prometheus is warranted because it was a lot of practical use of sets and props and everything, and the actual visual effects for CGI were amazing. Avengers great, Life of Pi deserves it, and again, Hobbit deserves it too. Here's a good one. Here's a good category. Music, or Best Original Song. Before My Time from Chasing Ice, which I did not see Chasing Ice, so I don't have an opinion on it. Everybody Needs a Best Friend from Ted. That's actually a pretty good song. It's not very sentimental or very, emotional, but it's a nice little song, and overall, I think it elevated the movie a bit because it was a nice little musical note. Pi's Lullaby from Life of Pi. Believe it or not, I actually don't remember Pi's Lullaby, even though I saw the movie and I loved it. But I'm sure if I listened to it again, I would think it was good. But yeah, the music in that movie was great, so I guess it's warranted. Skyfall, the Adele song from Skyfall. This deserves it because I hate Adele, but Skyfall is one of my favorite songs of 2012. I love that song. Yep. And Suddenly from Les Miserables, the only original song from that movie, even though most of it, for the most part, was on key with the actual Broadway show. Great song. Deserves it. Moving on. Best Original Score. Music. Dario Marianelli for Anna Karina. I didn't see Anna Karina, so I don't know. I'm not really sure how to say his name, but the guy who did the Harry Potter scores for the last two movies. For Argo. Good music. Deserves it. Michael Dana for Life of Pi. Deserves it. John Williams for Lincoln. Deserves it too. Even though it was very subtle for the most part, and then it got bombastic at the end with the credits. It was still a good score. You can't go wrong with John Williams. And Thomas Newman for Skyfall. I think Howard Shore for Lord of the Rings Hobbit deserved a nomination here, even though there was one song reused from Lord of the Rings. His score for that movie was absolutely beautiful. I mean, that main theme for The Hobbit is amazing. For makeup, Hitchcock, Hobbit, Les Miserables. I get why. I get it. Film editing, we have Argo, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Silver Linings Playbook, and Zero Dark 30. So, I thought the editing in Silver Linings Playbook was really good. Zero Dark 30 was great. Lincoln, I don't know about editing for Lincoln, because the movie had a lot of pacing issues for me, even though I liked it a lot. Some really severe pacing issues. Chris Stuckman said Looper should have been on this frickin' list, and I agree with him. I think Django could have been on here too, because Django is almost 3 hours, and I feel like the movie just seamlessly went through. Costume design. Anna Karina. From what I've seen, I think it deserves it, I guess. Les Miserables, yes. Lincoln, definitely. What? Mirror, Mirror, and Snow White and the Huntsman? What the fuck? Best cinematography. Anna Karina. What is this frickin' movie, and why is it getting so many nominations for stuff? Django Unchained, yes. Life of Pi, yes. Lincoln, yes. Skyfall, hell yes. Art direction, Anna Karina, stop it. The Hobbit, yes. Les Miserables, I would agree. Life of Pi, yeah. Lincoln, art direction, I guess so. Animated Best Feature Film. Brave. I didn't even see Brave yet. Frankenweenie I didn't see yet. Paranorman I haven't seen yet. Pirates I did not see and I plan not to see. Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah! There's 2 stop motion animations in there. And stop motion animation is incredible. It's It's a feat to even accomplish a movie like that because it takes so much time and effort. It must be tedious to edit these things, and I think either Paranorman or Frankenweenie should win for that, even though I didn't see either of them. Writing, Best Original Screenplay. Amour, which I did not see. Django Unchained, yeah, I agree with that. Flight? Yeah, it was a good movie, but Moonrise Kingdom, that's very interesting. That's actually a surprise. And Zero Dark 30. Wait. Looper! Writing for Best Adapted Screenplay. Argo, written by Chris Terrio, and he is from Staten Island, New York. Represent! Beasts of the Southern Wild. I did not see this movie, so I can't elaborate on this. Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Silver Linings Playbook. You know what's missing from here? Perks of Being a Wallflower. Actress in Best Supporting Role, Amy Adams for The Master. She was really good in the Master. Sally Field for Lincoln, obvious choice here. Anne Hathaway for Les Miserables, predictable, but she was still great. Helen Hunt for Sessions, I did not see Sessions. And Jackie Weaver, the mother of Bradley Cooper's character in Silver Linings Playbook. It shows how vaguely absent the nominations were for this category because there wasn't much to derive from for it. But I am content with the nominations there. Actor in Best Supporting Role. Alan Arkin in Argo. Robert De Niro in Silver Linings Playbook. Deserves it. Philip Seymour Hoffman in The Master. Definitely deserves it. Tommy Lee Jones for Lincoln. That's debatable. And Christoph Waltz for Django Unchained. Definitely. He should probably... First of all, I don't think Alan Arkin did enough. He was good, but I don't think he did enough to warrant a nomination for this category. I would personally like for Waltz or De Niro to win, preferably De Niro. Because Waltz was really good, but I feel like I've seen that character before. He was very memorable, but I think De Niro had a good comeback with Silver Linings Playbook. Actress in a leading role. Jessica Chastain, Zero Dark 30. Jennifer Lawrence, Silver Linings Playbook. Emmanuel Riva for Amour, did not see Amour. I can't pronounce this name, but I'll try. Quashava Wallace for Beasts of the Southern Wild. Wow, my tongue just rolled off like my mouth there. And Naomi Watts for The Impossible. I think Jennifer Lawrence or Jessica Chastain should win this category. Actor in a leading role. Bradley Cooper for Silver Linings Playbook. His first Oscar nomination, Best Actor. Good job, buddy. Daniel Day-Lewis for Lincoln. That's definitely unexpected. Who didn't expect that to happen? Hugh Jackman for Les Miserables. Deserves it. Joaquin Phoenix for The Master. He was fantastic in that movie. And Denzel Washington for Flight, which that's a surprise for me. And who I think should win in this category? To be an unpredictable snob, Daniel Day-Lewis for Lincoln. But if I wanted a surprise to win this, Joaquin Phoenix or Bradley Cooper? Preferably Bradley Cooper because Joaquin Phoenix, we know he's a good actor, he's a great actor, and he's done some great stuff. I think he won for Walk the Line, if I remember correctly. I'm sure Bradley Cooper, he's rising up to the occasion now for being an actor. No longer is he the comedian guy, he's actually doing superiorly prominent roles. And he did a great job in the Silver Linings Playbook, so I think he would deserve to win. He's the underdog right now, so it would be cool if he won. Best Directing. Michael Hanna for Amour. Bazin for Beasts of the Southern Wild. So many obscure names for this movie. Ang Lee, Life of Pi. I saw Ang Lee live when I saw Life of Pi at the New York Film Festival with the main actor, which is I just wanted to mention that because it boosts my ego. Steven Spielberg for Lincoln. And David O. Russell for Silver Linings Playbook. Let me just say something here. I did not see Amour or Beasts of the Southern Wild, but you could take both of those movies out and put Argo, Ben Affleck, and Quentin Tarantino for Django Unchained. That's bullshit. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving on before I have a temper tantrum. Best Picture. Amour. I did not see Amour. Argo. Okay, but it deserves it, but where's the directing nomination? Beasts of the Southern Wild, did not see it. Django Unchained, yeah. Les Miserables, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Silver Linings Playbook, and Zero Dark 30. As much as I'm surprised that they didn't nominate Skyfall for Best Picture for that 10th spot that it could have possibly had, The Master isn't in there. And I thought The Master was going to be a easy slip-in for Best Movie of the Year. So that was my quick run-through of the Oscar nominations for 2013, or more specifically, the whole 2012 season. It's just 2013, that's when the Oscars are. That's why I said 2013. Why am I ranting about this? Like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm pretty content, for the most part, with the nominations for this year's Oscars. It was mostly predictable. Everything was pretty much what I expected. But there were a couple surprises, and there were actually quite a few snubs that I didn't expect and I did expect. But the ones I didn't expect really pissed me off. For example, Ben Affleck should have been nominated for Best Director for Argo. That really annoys me right now. Dark Knight Rises deserved Best Art Direction, Best Visual Effects, stuff like that, and it didn't even get into that, which really... Snow White is in there, which is really ridiculous. I'm sure there was a time when the Academy Awards didn't show bias to certain movies, or didn't show, some kind of arrogance towards other movies, and people in a time where nominations were given to movies that truly deserved it. Like if a movie is a summer action movie, or if it's something that involves a brand name like Bond, for example, then it's like, no, cross it off the list, it can't be nominated for Best Picture or Best Director, which is bullshit. I just truly desire and wish we would return to a time where movie nominations for these Academy Awards were genuine. But unfortunately, we live in a time where most stuff is predictable, and where most nominations are just, there to please the toi, de bras. What do you think about this year's nominations announcement? And are you going to watch the Oscars in February? I know I will, and hopefully I don't have a temper tantrum or an aneurysm. I'm John from MaffmanJones Reviews, using my left hand this time because, I actually don't know. See you next time.